Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jamal. Hope you guys are all doing well. Now, this is not a car-related video. So for those of you guys that are waiting for a car-related video, you guys can go ahead and click off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe consider subscribing while you're leaving. But for those of you guys that are still around, so the 15 of you guys that are still watching, welcome to another video. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing a motherboard in my Razer laptop. So long story short, 2 years ago when I started my job, I was going to be traveling a lot. And so for my travel, I bought a Razer Blade laptop. This is a base 15-inch model, GTX 1060 for those of you guys that are wondering. 60 hertz screen, super low-end laptop. But the reason I bought a Razer laptop was because gaming laptops for some reason to me just looked awful. And the Razer was like the only clean gaming laptop that I could find. I've had a MacBook Pro as my primary laptop for like the past 10 years. And side note, that laptop still functions perfectly, but unfortunately you can't game on a MacBook Pro. So I picked up this Razer Blade 2 years ago, and I was on a work trip recently in California. Was literally just chilling in a Discord, talking to some friends, and it just randomly shut off on me. And so I thought that's kind of weird. Tried to turn it back on, didn't come back on. Tried the hard reset, plugged it into power, tested multiple outlets, did everything I could. I contacted Razer support. They ran me through a bunch of different reset procedures and stuff, and none of them worked. And even still, this laptop will not come on. Hit the power button, nothing happens. And so, started doing some research, hopped on the forums. A lot of you guys may know, car forums, there's computer forums as well. So, hopped on the forum, did some searching, and read some stories from a few other people that said they ended up sending their Razer Blade into support and it ended up needing a new motherboard. So my next step was to contact Razer support, and I went back and forth with them, and they suggested sending it into their service center. Now, these laptops come with a 1-year warranty. Obviously, that warranty has ended for me, so I'd be paying for all repairs out of pocket. Razer support said that it would be an initial $100 fee just to diagnose it, and then at that point figure out what's wrong with it, and we'd go from there. And so I asked them out of curiosity how much like a motherboard replacement would be, and they said it would be $946 to replace the motherboard. I bought this laptop for $1,400, so at that point with the $100 fee, the $900 plus to replace a motherboard, I'd be in the repair like $1,000. So I figured rather than paying almost the price of a new laptop, I'd see if there was any cheaper options out there. Come to find out that you can actually buy motherboards on eBay. An OEM motherboard for this laptop ended up being $200. So I picked that up. Hopefully that's my issue, because honestly at this point I still don't know for sure. But I had my boy Casey come over and he looked at it as well, and we're pretty sure that it needs a new motherboard. So at this point, I think he just got here. We're going to go into the kitchen and we're going to open this thing up and we're going to attempt to replace the motherboard on this laptop. Fingers crossed, it goes right in and it works, and I would have saved $800. So let's see how this goes. Alright boys, so we have relocated to the kitchen now. Got the laptop. Casey is in the building inspecting the new motherboard. Hopefully I got the right one. Should be, I think the model number on mine was an RZ09 02705. Boys, don't look that up because it's a pretty cheap model, but here we are. And we're going to crack this thing open. You got your tools, bro?
What kind of engineer doesn't keep tools on him?
Alright. I think the only thing that we need is like a screwdriver set and then thermal paste and some alcohol, because we have to apply new paste to the GPU and CPU. So for those of you guys that don't know, unlike a regular built computer desktop, the motherboard on laptops have pretty much everything soldered to the board. So the CPU and GPU are soldered to the board. So unfortunately, if you want to upgrade, you got to replace the whole motherboard. But not very common thing anyway. So let's get into it, I guess.
I'm ready.
Alright, so we got some Torx screws to undo the back cover.
Yeah, that's a T5.
We've performed at least this step before, so this shouldn't be too bad. The problem with the Razer Blade is it's such a good looking laptop that if this did mess up and I end up having to buy a new gaming laptop, I'd probably buy another Razer Blade, even though they did me dirty the first time around. I guess maybe like an Asus would would be a runner-up to this, but I don't know, man. Those blades just look really good to me, in my opinion. All the Gigabyte boys are coming for me. All the MSI boys are gonna come for me. Make sure you guys have a high-quality mat to put your laptop down on. We got Chipotle napkins, you know the deal.
Only the best. Only the best here at Jamal's garage.
That's right. That cover coming off.
Ta-da!
There it is. Tell me I didn't take care of that thing, dude. Barely used
It's
it.
in rough shape, buddy.
No. Come on. We got the Razer executives watching the video right now.
Start by taking the RAM out.
The RAM. We paying out here Whataburger.
Oh, really?
No, just kidding. That's definitely yours. Definitely brought that.
You gotta take credit for
we ain't paying nothing out here.
Alright, I
Battery
want to
disconnected.
say, hopefully your battery is not in below the other stuff. I'm gonna switch tools like a professional. This is Phillips screws. We did not look up any guides before this, so we could be doing this in the completely wrong order. So you've been warned.
Yep. So as is tradition on my channel,
You find things out by doing.
we trial by fire out here. Should have bought a fat SSD for while we were doing this.
I know. A lot of things you should have done.
The 1 terabyte. Okay.
Hey, you got somewhere safe you can stick that? Like in the back of your chair or something? Just barely. Am I free? Am I free? Am I free? Am I free? Am I free?
So, yay!
Damn, there's so much weight in the
We're out.
Cupra, dude.
You see anything smoked?
Honestly, no.
hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly.
No green light or nothing there.
Oh, we could try the barrel connector. Maybe you need just some power. Wake it up.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, after about an hour and a half of guessing where screws go, we are ready for the first real boot. We powered on the first time, let's see if it'll work. We got it plugged in. Power, got the green light. We didn't get the green light before. Keyboard's lighting up. It's looking good.
Does the display normally take this long?
No. Usually we get a Razer logo. Did you pull the display back in?
It's like trying, but it
Yeah.
can't.
Oh, yep, that noise was normal. There it goes.
It's like boot looping.
Yep. You're right, it is. So Casey, we can't visibly see any issues with that motherboard, can we?
Not right off the bat. I'm still.
Yo, if anyone wants to buy that motherboard, anyone that's capable of repairing that, let me know. The only thing we really have to make sure now is that the thermal paste application was good and that we're functioning under acceptable temperature ranges. So we'll probably fire up Warzone or something here in a bit and make sure it's alright. Alright boys, we got Furmark running at full tilt. You can see the clock for the GPU seems to be stabilizing and we're seeing max temps of 69C, which is definitely within operating range, and then our CPU burn test is going as well. And you can see our temperatures are hovering right around lower to mid 70s. You can see that the package saw 80 degrees max, but I think that's definitely within operating range. So we know that our thermal paste application was good. We'll let this go for a little bit longer. GPU's up to 70 now. CPU's holding steady, that's definitely a good sign. So yeah, a motherboard replacement is what it was. So with a $100 diagnostic fee and the motherboard replacement, I would have been in it $1,050 minimum. And then probably would have had to pay to have it shipped back. We got this thing fixed up for $200. And I don't know how long this motherboard's going to last me, but hopefully it does better than the other one and I get more than 2 years out of it. You know, Casey, a lot of people were making the analogy that gaming laptops are like sports cars, to where they're such high performance, they're not always the most reliable, but I don't know, 2 years to me just seemed
That shouldn't be the case.
right. It seemed like it should have gone at least longer than that. 5 years maybe I would have been happy getting out of it, but it's hard to argue with the MacBook Pro that goes 10 years strong, but that's Windows for you, boys. Gotta do what we gotta do to play Warzone. Alright boys, we're gonna let our updates go, and that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Definitely something that's a bit different from what I normally do, but I hope you guys did enjoy it. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace!